Hey guys, it's BeefyBlocks, back at you with part 4 of the tour. So, as you can see, there's this nice wizard tower there. We're going to go explore that. I'll show you the inside of it. I have to sleep first though, because, yeah, it's on hard mode and I don't want mobs to murder me. Don't want creepers to blow up the building. I'm just going to fly there because the elytra is amazing. And you can see this little, walkway I have going up the side of it. A lot of detail. You got the path leading up, and you have these lanterns, which just look amazing. And you go all the way up here. You have these brewing stands for the making potions, for the wizards to make potions. And you have the mangled staircase. You're going to go up the staircase, and you can see how tall this thing is, just by how long it's going to take me to go up the staircase. It's going to take a while. And you get to the second set, and they're growing glistering melons, which is what they eat. If you look in the chest, there's glistering melons. Nice little, wizard table. And there's floating walls with brewing stands on them. Nice little spiral staircase going around the whole thing. It adds to the effect. And there's these side towers. You have the vine going down, the windows, books, obviously for enchanting, making spells. Nice little windows. You can see out of it, look at the jungle and all that. Get up here, there's an enchantment thing, and each one of these enchants to level 30. So there's 15 bookshelves. And you look up and it's just solid gold. Tons of gold, obviously from, if you haven't watched other videos, I have a massive gold farm, and that's how I can afford to make stuff like that. Go back down the tower. Continue our way up this massive build, all made in survival. It's huge. As far as survival goes, this is about as big as it gets. More glistering melons being grown. And you got this amazing looking, set of stairs. It's supposed to look like the stairs are moving, because there's so many. You have no idea where you're going. You got another one of these. You can see how I made the floor look like it's been damaged, because this has been here a long time, and the only thing that's keeping this structure standing is the magic, or else the whole thing would have collapsed by now. Another one of those beautiful side towers. You can see the windows. I have a white stain pane in the middle and light gray on the outside. It adds detail. Just work your way up here and you get to the very top. Now, you might have seen this in a video before if you've been here a while. This is a portal to the diamond dimension. It's kind of, yeah, there was going to be more dimensions in Minecraft than there currently is. Obviously it doesn't work, but well, I'll go through it and it should take us to our next location. I'm at the statue now, and you can actually go down here and climb up the statue. You can see all the detail here. I drained this. This was all ocean. you can go inside of the statue. Now, to save time, I'm not going to climb. Oh, come on. I'm not going to climb the whole thing. Why is it not working? There it goes. And you can see the top here. And this is a statue of my skin, if you didn't know. Because if I... Yeah, see? It's a giant statue of my skin. It's like, each pixel is, 4 blocks, I think. It's either... Yeah, each pixel is 4 blocks. So each pixel on my skin is 4 blocks, and there's a crown on it. You can get a nice view of spawn from here. And as you can see, it's a pretty amazing statue. I put a lot of detail into it. I even put I used bone blocks to make the shadows on my skin. Anyways, on to the next location. So, this actually closes. I mean, it's just simple pistons, but that was like the first redstone I ever did on this map. It was actually just to keep people out. And yes, I did just put diamond blocks here to make people mad. You can see how that works. Going across the massive bridge. Huge lily pad. Tons of detail on that. Custom lily pad. You can go across this huge bridge. You got the Execute Order 66 from Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. That's what Palpatine says. That's right before all the Jedi get murdered. You got Pokemon. Nice little Pokemon pixel art. That took a long time to build in survival. Looks pretty good. And this is like the nether, and you have like the end, and the road is splitting it in two. So if you go over here, you can see all the detail I put into the nether bits. Got like the nether wart blocks, the magma blocks. It looks like the lava splashed out and landed over here. You got the nether wart, adds a little bit of something to it. And in here there's like a little council table. Got like hidden light underneath the tables. And I used the lava for light from the lava moat around the whole thing. You go up top, and there's a nice little roof on it, which would protect from gas. It's supposed to look like just a chunk of the nether was just grabbed and placed here. That's what I was going for. You have this little drawbridge looking thing coming down. You got the windows made out of iron bars. Chorus fruit, you have this little path. Obviously, you gotta have gold on the roads. I mean, that's just an obvious thing. The TIE Fighter, you guys might recognize that. My most viewed video, I was in that TIE Fighter. And I have a road here of a bunch of builds that either were torn down and placed here from other people's maps. So this build used to be right over here, and someone dug it down. It's a birch tree, but the leaves are replaced with cobwebs, and there's this little shrine thing to it out of quartz. And you can see when the build was made, 2014. The name of the build, the White Tree, and this was someone's starting house. Their world corrupted, but I rebuilt their starting house from screenshots. So this is all that remains of his world. Got the little carpet. Item frame, it's all perfectly remade. Even the front. I'm gonna sleep. I don't want any mobs coming in. That would be bad. Especially creepers. There's this little, like, noob hut. This little beginner hut. I thought it looked pretty good, so I rebuilt it. I don't know who made it, but yeah, it looks pretty good. The waypoint tower, this tower was here for a long time, almost since the beginning of the map. But I wanted to, like, put an end tower over there, so I had to take it down. But I decided to rebuild it. I used the same exact blocks to make it exactly the same. These are the same blocks. Everything is exactly the same as the way it was. There's Under City House. I went on a creative map and I was looking around, and it was like a city map, and there's like fake terrain, and this was like below everything. There's just this house, and it amazed me how someone managed to like sneak it in. It was so simple. Just like a little chimney, little iron door, and there was smoke coming out, and it looked amazing. So I had to rebuild it. So if you go over here, there's like a massive monument thing, because there was a guardian chunk. A guardian farm's in the middle, and I made this like huge pillar. It's like a bunch of pillars with bridges connecting them. It looks really cool. It makes you know that there's a guardian thing in the middle. If you go over here, you can see that there is guardians. This used to make a ton of ink, but Aquatic came out, and now the ink floats instead of sinking, so it doesn't really make ink anymore. But you can see all the guardians sinking down. And if I go down here, you can see that they're all getting funneled to the center. Yeah, there's this amazing collection system I made, so if I drop like ink in here, it all gets sorted out, and there's dispensers that auto fire. Let's see if I can get close enough without dying here. Yeah, see those? Dispensers, and they're gonna auto fire. I gotta escape the guardians, they're trying to kill me. Gotta swim my way out of here, but it's one of the better farms I made. There's a snowflake in the center. Snowflake pixel art. If I go over here, run down these steps, and you can see the actual farm sorting out the items. Go in this door, you can see the guardians falling. It's like a weird optical illusion. You can't really tell if you're looking up or not. It kind of looks like you're standing in a hallway. Except obviously you can see the guardians falling, but yeah, this is where all the guardian drops come from on this map. You can make the sea lanterns, dark prismarine bricks, and just prismarine. Good for building. I wouldn't say it's as good as my gold farm, but it's a pretty good farm. You can see the super ticker over here, the filtration system, and yes, I know this is clunky, and it's not the best way to do it. I built it a long time ago before I knew what I was doing with redstone, so it kind of just turned out the way it did. And yeah, if it's drops I don't want, they just get burnt. Gotta make sure you don't drop anything valuable in here, that would be bad. Yeah, it just makes tons of drops. Up the steps. This used to be a boat dispenser. There's, if I pull this lever, spawns in a boat, and boats used to float upwards. I don't think they do anymore. Wait, no. Well, it kind of do. They kind of go upwards, but it used to like launch you upwards. It still, it kind of works better than it did in past versions, but it's not the same as what it used to be. It's not as cool as it used to be. On with the tour. So, I never finished this, and since I moved on past this world, because I can't transfer it to Bedrock, I never will finish this, but it's like an underground, like, thing for Enderman. Like, the Enderman were building this. It's like an underground city. You can see how I decorated it. And go over here. This room's kind of finished. It's a dragon egg incubator, trying to save what's left of the dragons. You know, since all the players basically just kill the dragons. And as soon as the mother dragons are dead, the babies basically die too. So the Endermen are trying to save the dragon race from extinction. And I was gonna build like a shrine back here, but it's never gonna happen. It was gonna be a shrine to the Ender Dragon. You can see like the lights right here are 3 high because they're Endermen. And they're 3 blocks tall. Same with the hallways. Everything's 3 block tall. Everything's tall. Everything needs to be tall for them to move. This was supposed to be like a Pokemon battle arena from the anime, but yeah. I know these are supposed to be like facing outwards. I found that out after I built it. But it was too late because I already built this right next to it, so I'd have to move a whole... I have to move like everything to fix it, so... Yeah, it's not as good as it could be, but I still like it. You can see all the detail on the bridge. Why is that? Oh, it's not going straight down. It looked like the leaves are going straight down. I'm like, what? And there's a whirlpool. If I go in the center of this here, I made like a whirlpool using TNT and gravel. And yeah, it actually looks like a whirlpool. It like, sucks you in. I think it uses ghost blocks to manipulate the water like this. It's conduit in this area. Kind of backtracking a little bit now. Let's see here. This is a very old house. It doesn't look as good as it used to. This back wall is horrendous, but yeah, it has like a little desk here. I think Wender used to sit here, and new players, they have to come up. This is like his little office, and he'd take their maps and stuff. And there's like a lily pad path. It's a very old building. It's been here almost since the beginning. Kind of holds its charm still. And run across the bridge again. There's like a heart pixel art. And there's a bunch of different locations in like the little end area, which is where we're gonna head to now. So if you follow this path, which is kind of hidden, but once you see it, you see it. And there's like a little forest of chorus fruit, chorus plants. There's like a little shrine here to the Ender Dragon. It looks pretty good. It holds its own. Over here is the little sacrifice pit. All the sinners that killed the Ender Dragon are getting hunted down and paying for what they did. Get thrown into a little spike pit, get sacrificed. Here's like a remake of the End Cities. It's not perfect, but I like it. Got the little spiral. Go up here, and it's very simple, but it's supposed to look like Enderman built it, so that's all I was going for anyways. I wanted to look like something that would just spawn in. I got like an Alium. Yeah, I don't know how to say that, but I think it's Alium. I don't know. And there's the... You can see how many torches there are preventing mobs from spawning. This used to be like, there used to be a bunch of little, like, noob houses here. This is where I'd send new players, and I kind of redid the whole thing. It made it, like, an end instead. Because the whole entire, like, it was, like, basically a wasteland over here. There's just pits. Wasn't all that good. But yeah, there's End Crystal. Obviously, in the actual end, it's on Bedrock, but yeah, you can't get Bedrock in survival mode, so it's just, yeah, I had to make do with Obsidian, so I made a little, like, cage. Which apparently the cages are, like, special to this edition of the game. You can see, like, the little house thing go there next. I can fly there because the Elytra is amazing. Someone built this. It was like, I did like a house building contest and they won. That's just because all other ones are awful. This isn't the best build I've ever seen, but it has its little charm to it. Go between all the trees and see. You get good views up here too, like you can see. There's like it's supposed to look like the wind's pushing the bridge and it just leads to another base over there. And you can go up here and you can get to the highest point of the base. Yeah, it's just a nice little like tree thing and you can kind of see the surrounding area. I'm going to kind of fly to the next location a little bit. Don't have to do as much walking. So a lot of stuff's like, there's a lot of distance between stuff. So this is a thing to make jack-o'-lanterns. So you place a row of pumpkins. You place a stack of pumpkins. You shear them. And then you pull a lever. Hold on, let's see how this works. Yeah, you place the pumpkins, shear them, pull the lever, and it will pop all the pumpkins off. Because it used to be pumpkins just grew and they already were carved. But now, I put this in as soon as the update came out where you had to carve the pumpkins. There's a little underground house here. Underground base. I think my brother made this, not quite sure. It's just a nice little thing here. Nothing too serious. It's been here a long time. It's like almost a bunker. Very old thing here. There used to be a skeleton spawner down here, but someone broke it, so now it's just pointless. Are those signs blank? That's weird. I don't think those signs used to be blank. What? Oh, it's falling. Die! and there's a little path there. The path leads to a skeleton farm. Yes, there was a skeleton spawner there, and then there's also a skeleton spawner here. This was actually a surface skeleton spawner. I found this later on when I stopped letting people on the world as often, because I started getting paranoid about it. But if you stand here, you can hear them. I actually had to redo this when the Aquatic update came out because they changed how stuff works. And the skeletons go up. They come down. I think they're 2-hit, but obviously if you have a looting sword, it doesn't matter. You just kill them. You can AFK coat yourself in something, just hit at the obsidian. Get like tons of bones. Great for a lot of different things. And you can disenchant these things, since the disenchanting station works. There's a disenchanting station now, so you can do that. This is like a little miniature tree farm. It's not very effective. It was mostly made for looks. Kind of regret making it this way, to be honest. It's not very effective. Now, if you use the trees here, you can actually get over this fence